What's up, everyone? ODC, it's me here, and be sure to check out BigBoyCollectibles.com for all your action figure needs, whether it's DC Collectibles, Star Wars The Black Series, Marvel Legends, or G.I. Joe. BigBoyCollectibles.com will have it. Yo, Joe!
What's up, everyone? ODC, it's me here, and today we are just going to do an overview of the 2016 G.I. Joe 50th Anniversary action figures. This is the majority of the 50th Anniversary releases. I did take out a couple figures for the overview, which were Tombstone, Stiletto, and Shooter. I'm going to do a separate review on them as well, because they are newer characters, and some characters like Shooter that aren't new, but new to being in action figure form. So I have a little bit more to say about them, so I'll do a separate review of the standalone characters, as opposed to the majority of these are army builders in here. But I just wanted to give an overview because I didn't want to do individual reviews for each pack. I felt like that was a little unnecessary, seeing as a lot of these are just re-releases. The majority of them are re-releases pretty much in some shape or form. But my feelings on all of these, I don't know, mixed, very mixed. I was excited at the time that they were announced, but now it's just like I kind of feel let down because I just kind of got the same old again. And some of these I already had. So, like the Zombie Vipers, they're really cool and everything, and I really do like them. Let me just get my pointer out here. They're really cool and everything, and I do like them. I think they're the best. They have the best paint apps out of anyone in these 2016 releases, due to their detail and the sculpt on them. But I already had the single card release, so I mean, I guess I didn't really need more, but if you're trying to army build them, it's a good way to do that. So that's a plus. I really don't know. The Iron Grenadier, I didn't really need another Iron Grenadier, but I did want some more Vipers, and this Viper is actually really well done. I mean, the Viper came out nice. Duke is just another Duke figure, but I actually have some funny stuff to say about that. He kind of looks like another character's little brother or something like that. But the Saw Viper came out really well. I think he's one of the best out of the newer figures to come out. Even though I know he's reusing a lot of stuff as far as body parts go. But I was looking forward to him, I think, the most out of anyone, due to the only release of him was the convention exclusive. So I was really looking forward to this figure, and I think he turned out well for the most part. I honestly, I didn't care for another B.A.T, Cobra B.A.T, to be honest with you. Didn't need it. I thought it was a little unnecessary. This could have just been a 2-pack between the two of them. I mean, at this point, we really have enough bats. Do we really need another one? A little unnecessary. Heavy Duty. I was looking forward to Heavy Duty because I didn't have a Heavy Duty really up until this summer, and I picked up the movie one from Rise of Cobra, which isn't that bad. I like the body style for that Heavy Duty, but the head sculpt is absolutely atrocious, so I wanted to swap it out with this. But the problem with that is that when you take this head off, there we go, and I wanted to make this into a Roadblock like my good friend Strident did, but when you put this head on, he's got no neck, so this head doesn't fit the peg. The peg is too shallow, and the hole in this head for the peg is too deep. So the head sits on the shoulders too weird, and I don't know what's going on with that. But I mean, I guess if you like just rest the head on the shoulders like this, you can get away with it. Maybe get some sticky tack or something and use that, or some Sculpty, and you could just have it kind of sit a little bit higher on the neck. I mean, it still looks a little awkward. It kind of looks like he's shrugging his shoulders still. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to do. I was really looking forward to this head swap, and now it's just not working out. So, I don't know. I might either get some sticky tack and do that, or I might just keep this as it is and have this be my heavy duty and outsource something else for my Roadblock, an updated Roadblock. But this is a really good updated Roadblock. If you could pick up another one if you wanted to and repaint it something else. I don't know, whatever you want to do. But I'm just letting you know that head doesn't fit on that body the way it's supposed to. I actually was pretty happy about this Snake Eyes being re-released, because this guy was going for like $30 from the Pursuit of Cobra line, and this is, to me, really the only Snake Eyes that you actually need. Let me just bring him up front and center so you know what I'm talking about. This is the guy to get as far as if you want a definitive Snake Eyes. So, yeah, he's pretty dope. He's got everything he needs, and he looks the part, and I'm happy to have him. If you're wondering why Snake Eyes isn't in here, our Storm Shadow, sorry. Storm Shadow, I actually didn't take him out of the pack. I have an Ultimate Storm Shadow, so I don't know. I guess I didn't really need this, to be honest with you. But, and I actually bought that guy loose from Big Boy Collectibles. So you could pick up loose figures from him as well, especially the new figures too. So check out bigboycollectibles.com. Like I said, the Iron Grenadier, I didn't really need this guy. I mostly wanted it for him. And getting to Duke here. Duke, I wanted to like this, but they should have went with a different color for this jacket. I don't know what's going on here, but he looks like he could be Airtight's little brother or Airtight's partner. I don't know what's going on here with this, why they decided to go with this look for him. I don't know. It doesn't really fit. It makes him stand out too much. He should be wearing fatigues, I think. And, the head sculpt is the head sculpt. It's nothing new. And, yeah, it's just another Duke. It's just another Duke. So, Airtight Duke. There you go with that. And lastly, and I don't want to spend too much time on this because I do have a lot of points, but it's nice that we finally got a female Cobra, I can't talk, a female Cobra officer or trooper or whatever you want to call it. This is a Cobra officer, but I still feel like her mouth and nose should have been covered with a red Cobra scarf, or a gray one or something. But her helmet does tend to come off way too easily. I don't like these wrist joints, are awful. They're absolutely atrocious. I mean, these are wrist joints that they've been using since the 25th anniversary line. That's just unacceptable. That line's 10 years old at this point in 2017. I mean, we should have some hinges. I mean, if he got hinges, and he got hinges, and he got hinges, and he's got hinges, and he's got hinges, they should all have hinges, including the female characters. I don't care what the excuse is that you want to use for Hasbro. At this stage of the game, in 2017, we should have hinge joints and newly sculpted wrist articulation for these guys. And better elbow joints. What is going on with these elbow joints? She can barely bend her elbows. She can't even go 90 degrees. What is up with that? Now, I understand people are going to be like, well, you're nitpicking. And no, I'm not nitpicking. These are problems with the molds. They need to update the damn molds if they're going to continue to give us figures. Or don't give us the figures at all. That's the point I'm trying to make. I like the sculpt of the pants. I think that looks it's very Pursuit of Cobra-esque. I like it. It looks good. I like the little knee pads too. I like the sheath. I like the holster that we've seen numerous times, but she also comes with some C4 that pegs right in there if you're wondering why that peg is sitting there. And she comes with obviously her RPG and a plethora of other stuff. And it's just I think a disappointment, especially seeing as we're going to get a Trooper 3-pack exclusive down the line. but her helmet wants to come off way too much. I don't like the articulation. Her torso is also very long. It's one of the longest torsos I've ever seen. And I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that either. The helmet wants to continuously come off because the ponytail here. And I mean, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world, but I don't know. It's just something that throws off. There's a lot of things that throw this figure off from being a cool figure. It like wants to be a cool figure from like the waist down, and then from the waist up, it's just meh, bleh, very unsatisfying, to be honest with you. And this was actually one of the ones I was looking forward to the most, to be honest with you. And yeah, it's kind of a letdown. So, I mean, there's your Cobra officer. And also, I would have probably released the Trooper 3-pack with the rest of these. I don't understand why they have to be an exclusive. There's no rhyme or reason behind that. I feel like it's unnecessary. Also, another thing is I would have probably released her with a 2-pack, like I said earlier in this video, with the Saw Viper. And just given her, instead of giving her like every single typical Cobra Trooper accessory, I would have just given her multiple heads so you can army build her the proper way that you want. You know, give her different hair colors, and everything, and then, you know, this way you have some variety there instead of just having all blonde Cobra officers. The Saw Viper is the last one I want to touch on because, like I said, he's my favorite, and I actually like his colors. A lot of people bitched and moan about his color, but I mean, this is what the character originally looked like. So what's the big deal? I don't see what the big deal is about the color, and I also don't have an issue with having to army build him because I don't. In my Joeverse, there's only one Saw Viper, and that's pretty much how he was to begin with. So I don't really need to army build the Saw Viper. And so this is just my single standalone Saw Viper. I would say the best. If I had to rank each one, give you a ranking, I'd say I'd like the Saw Viper the most. And because I missed out on so many of them in the Pursuit of Cobra line and the 30th anniversary line, and I'm still playing catch up, I would say that the Viper is probably my next favorite. I love that Viper figure. Then Snake Eyes, because I missed out on the Snake Eyes and he's fantastic. Then the Saw Vipers look great. Then probably Heavy Duty. Then I'll go with then I'll go with the Cobra officer, then Duke, then Iron Grenadier, then the Bat. And I mean, there's nothing really wrong with the Bat. It's just that it's just another Bat. It's just kind of meh. It's a Bat. I actually do like the paint detail on this Bat, but I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much all I have to say. I didn't put all their accessories out here. I didn't list all their accessories. I just wanted to give an overview of my thoughts and how I felt about these finally, you know, coming out and being available to us. I don't know. I just feel kind of like the theme here is lackluster is the theme here. Even though I am happy with the majority of getting these because it does give you a chance to army build, especially these two. And if you do army build a Saw Viper, you're probably going to want to pick that up. But like I said again, this should have been either a single card release or a 2-pack with just her. To me, I think if you're going to give us this, and these are their first appearances as retail, they both should have been single carded. It just makes more sense that way. To each your own. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you for watching as always, and I'll see you guys on the flip side.